Mr. Sachs, I'm afraid the news is not good. If I can show you exactly where the tumor is and why we feel that surgery would be of no use. See,
it's over. I'm face to face with eternity. Not later, but now. I'm so frightened I can't move, speak, or breathe.
Well, you're just fine. There's absolutely nothing here at all. And your tests are all fine. I must admit, I was concerned given your symptoms. What caused this hearing loss in one ear, I guess we'll never really know for sure, but whatever it was, it's certainly not anything serious at all. I'm very relieved.
Now, why do you think that you would like to convert to Catholicism?
Well, because, I've got to have something to believe in. Otherwise, life is just meaningless.
I understand, but why did you make the decision to choose the Catholic faith?
Well, first of all, because it's a very beautiful religion, and it's a strong religion. It's very well structured. I'm talking now, incidentally, about the against school prayer, pro-abortion, anti-nuclear wing.
So at the moment you don't believe in God?
No, and I want to. I'm willing to do anything. I'll dye Easter eggs if it works. I need some evidence. I gotta have some proof. You know what? If I can't believe in God, then I don't think life is worth living.
It means making a very big leap.
Yes, well, can you help me?
What? Oh, my God!
I don't understand. I thought that you would be happy.
How could we be happy?
But because I never thought of God in my life, now I'm giving it serious thought.
But Catholicism? Why not your own people?
Because I got off to a wrong foot with my own thing, but I need a dramatic change in my life.
You're going to believe in Jesus Christ?
I know, it sounds funny, but I'm going to try.
But why? We raised you as a Jew.
So just because I was born that way, I'm old enough to make a mature decision.
But why Jesus Christ? Why, for instance, shouldn't you become a Buddhist?
That's totally alien to me. Look, you're getting on in years, right? Aren't you afraid of dying?
Why should I be afraid?
Because you won't exist.
So?
That thought doesn't terrify you?
Who thinks about such nonsense? Now I'm alive. When I'm dead, I'll be dead.
I don't understand. Aren't you frightened?
Of what? I'll be unconscious.
Yeah, I know, but never to exist again?
How do you know?
But it certainly doesn't look promising.
Who knows what it'll be? I'll either be unconscious or I won't. If not, I'll deal with it then. I'm not going to worry now about what's going to be when I'm unconscious.
What makes you interested in becoming a Hare Krishna?
Well, I'm not saying that I want to join or anything, but I know you guys believe in reincarnation, so it interests me.
Yeah, well, what's your religion?
Well, I was born Jewish, but last winter I tried to become a Catholic, and it didn't work for me. I studied and I tried and I gave it everything, but, Catholicism for me was die now, pay later, and I just couldn't get with it, and I wanted to.
You're afraid of dying?
Well, yeah, naturally, aren't you? Let me ask you, in reincarnation, does that mean my soul would pass to another human being, or would I come back as a moose or an aardvark or something?
Take our literature, read it over, and think about it.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Hare Krishna.
Who are you kidding? You're gonna be a Krishna? You're gonna shave your head and put on robes and dance around at airports? You look like Jerry Lewis. God, I'm so depressed. One day about a month ago, I really hit bottom. I just felt that in a godless universe, I didn't want to go on living. Now, I happen to own this rifle, which I loaded, believe it or not, and pressed it to my forehead. And I remember thinking at the time, I'm going to kill myself. Then I thought, what if I'm wrong? What if there is a God? I mean, after all, nobody really knows that. But then I thought, no. Maybe is not good enough. I want certainty or nothing. And I remember very clearly, the clock was ticking, and I was sitting there, frozen, with the gun to my head, debating whether to shoot. All of a sudden, the gun went off. I had been so tense, my finger had squeezed the trigger inadvertently. But I was perspiring so much, the gun had slid off my forehead and missed me. And suddenly, neighbors were pounding on the door, and I don't know, the whole scene was just pandemonium. And, I ran to the door. I didn't know what to say. I was embarrassed and confused, and my mind was racing a mile a minute. And I just knew one thing. I had to get out of that house. I had to just get out in the fresh air and clear my head. And I remember very clearly I walked the streets. I walked and I walked. I didn't know what was going through my mind. It all seemed so violent and unreal to me. And I wandered for a long time on the Upper West Side, and it must have been hours. My feet hurt, my head was pounding, and I had to sit down. I went into a movie house. I didn't know what was playing or anything. I just needed a moment to gather my thoughts and be logical and put the world back into rational perspective. And I went upstairs to the balcony, and I sat down. And, the movie was a film that I'd seen many times in my life since I was a kid, and I always loved it. And, I'm watching these people up on the screen, and I started getting hooked on the film, And I started to feel, how can you even think of killing yourself? I mean, isn't it so stupid? I mean, look at all the people up there on the screen. They're real funny, and what if the worst is true? What if there's no God and you only go around once and that's it? Well, don't you want to be part of the experience? What the hell? It's not all a drag. And I'm thinking to myself, geez, I should stop ruining my life searching for answers I'm never going to get and just enjoy it while it lasts. And after, who knows? I mean, maybe there is something. Nobody really knows. I know maybe is a very slim reed to hang your whole life on, but that's the best we have. And then I started to sit back, and I actually began to enjoy myself.